Ну, погнали. Фига, какие стереоэффекты. Нифига. Бонус дали. Где моя шлюпочка? Да, в принципе, это можно было отремонтировать. Сколько бабла-то? Ну да, можно было. Вот тебе здрасте. Да, вот этого надо, да, сделать. Я же разговаривал с ней. Песенки поет, а мы тоже пойдем сейчас.
Not unless you think you're tough enough to track down the man I'm hunting. Everything I know is in that logbook. I'd find him myself if I had the money to get back on the waves. But for now, I'm just another landlubber selling tours.
Ah, Captain Capsize. I see you've already settled in and started making friends.
I don't want friends. What I want is someone willing to drag that pirate pretender back to reality. Then he can have a long and meaningful conversation with the sole of my boot.
Which won't happen unless you take the time to explain our situation. A while ago, I invited a pirate named Guybrush Threepwood and his wife Elaine to celebrate their honeymoon here on the Sea of Thieves.
You mean a fraud named Guybrush Threepwood? Though I'd also accept liar, imposter, figurehead thief.
Guybrush accepted my invitation, but his ship never arrived. After a while, I began to fear the worst. So I began making inquiries in the Sea of the Damned.
And found me stuck there, sailing in circles in my old glass-bottomed boat. Something that looked like it anyway.
A memory of yours made real by the Sea of the Damned. In that realm, people and places from long ago can come back to haunt you, mingling with all the hopes and dreams in your heart. I fear that Guybrush has become trapped in memories of his own. Memories of a distant pirate sanctuary known as Melee Island. If he is not rescued, he will remain sealed in a dream world for all eternity, surrounded by fragments of his past. That is why I have asked Kate to recruit pirates who are both willing and able to broach the Sea of the Damned and save Guybrush.
And then everybody here will see what a pathetic dope he really is. It's a good plan. Think they can pull it off?
I believe they can. Kate learned of Guybrush's whereabouts, but was never able to reach him. You will be sailing into uncharted territory. On Melee Island, things may be very different from the Sea of Thieves you know.
Which is why you should take my logbook. But don't lose it. Once Threepwood has been rescued, I'm going to make him eat every last page.
You should keep an open mind, Kate. Out here, enemies can enter the same tavern and depart as friends.
When it comes to Guybrush Threepwood, I don't need an open mind. Only a closed fist. Well, don't just stand there. Sail through that archway and find Threepwood. The logbook I gave you has everything you need to know.
Так, судовой журнал капитана с корабля. Безголовая обезьяна, остров Скраб. О, что-то остров трофеев. Так, и что далее? Гарбаш разыскивается. Выглядит вот так. Наконец-то. О, это кит был, точно. Так, а остров-то какой? Так, остров Пэт, остров Трофея. А чё я не вижу тут ничего такого? Остров резня мне нужен. Какие звуки страшные. Ой, что-то не вижу я его. Остров последнего, прости. Тут меня точно замочит одного. То где этот остров? Резня. Не вижу. Вы его видите? Нет, а он есть. Ой, что-то, блин, не по шарам мне. Глаза устали, походу. Блин, он же был в прошлый раз и не видел. Так, что делать? Так, там еще было 3 острова. Я был на этом острове, но я не помню, где это было. Давно. Трофеев, остров этот. Да что со мной? Почему я не вижу ее? Слепошарые. Остров трех утесов. Ни островов Фэт, ничего нет. Это значит, в арку надо заплыть просто и все, да? Где ближайшая арка у нас? Так, давай пушки зарядим для начала. Мы готовы. То мало ли вдруг на нас нападут. А, вон светится, да? Точно. По любасу это оно. Прям против ветра. 15 дней в море. Кораблик получил название. Неунывающий. Что нас сносит, по-моему. Арка или остров? Прикинь, сейчас в остров паримся на полном ходу. Войдем, так сказать. Я надеюсь, что это арка та, которая нам нужна. Я вижу корабль. Походу пиратский. Они попали. Да, застрял. Бе-бе-бе, мы сейчас уйдем. Застрял. Ну все, я спас. Так, все целое. Дурак нету.
Dear Diary, wow, what an incredible end to an amazing adventure. I outwitted the evil pirate LeChuck, caused an avalanche, kinda, and lived to tell the tale. Even better, Elaine and I finally got married, and all of our friends were there too. I don't think we've ever been happier. Now all we have to do is set a course and begin our honeymoon, sailing on the Sea of Thieves. To get there, we have to pass through the Devil's Shroud. Elaine says it's no big deal so long as we follow the map, but I don't know. I miss seeing the stars. I had the nightmare again. I wake up in our cabin. Elaine is gone. And at the end of my bed, LeChuck is there, laughing at me. It's crazy, I know. I
Он
left
не
him
рулит
buried back
вообще,
on
он сам
Monkey Island, but why does it feel so real? I can almost hear the laughter.
Ха-ха-ха-ха-ха. Жутковато. Так, надо починиться. Вон, походу, город впереди.
But when I did get back to sleep, I had a very different dream. I was back where it all began, on my quest to become a legendary pirate. Back at the start of my very first adventure.
Полный вперед. Мы прибыли на место назначения. О, ничего тут веселуха. Ничего не веселятся.
Ahoy there, stranger. New in town? Our governor is none other. His mansion is on the... Because the governor... Come to think of it, you should talk to... My name is Mancom Seepgood. What of who? Never...
Так, надо задание посмотреть. Встретиться здесь с главарями пиратов. О,
Is that fresh meat I spy?
свежее мясо, да, это
For the
я.
mighty skulls of scum.
It's been longer than a rat's tail since I last set me sockets on a would-be pirate, though I could swear we've crossed paths before. But never mind all that. You'll be here to undertake the 3 trials I'll read.
Так, это череп говорит.
Trials!
Aye, that takes me back. I want to be a mighty pirate. Where do I collect me hat?
Well, if you're here to prove your worth to us, too bad. We're no longer in charge around here.
Aye, and what would be the point? There's not a pirate wannabe alive who could hold a candle to the legend of Monkey Island.
No, please, not the speech again.
The mightiest pirate ever weigh anchor.
Scourge of the Caribbean, terror of the Tri-Island territories, master of 1,000 insults.
A man who could hold his breath for 60 minutes.
Governor Guy Rush
Threepwood.
Ah, all that toasting of the governors made me thirsty.
Time for some more grog. Grog, 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 grog.
А я точно это не делал.
What business do you have with us now? Speak up.
I am Murray, the demonic talking skull. All pirates here.
Pah! Pay no attention to that blowhard.
At least I can remember my own, and one day I shall.
Sure you. Telling jokes.
I'm just here for the.
We're still workshopping some of that.
Так. Тридцать пиратами. Дозорный. Че, к дозорному сходить? Башня часами. Продажа.
Hey, you leave that skull alone. He's got a job to do. What be ye wanting? Now that's the sort of question I'd expect from a... Granted, more but pretty much everyone you'll... Why should it? The days of being clapped... What's the matter? You got seawater... Governor Threepwood is our legend of Monkey Eye. The only way you'd be considered... Oh, you think... But there is... They say it lies east of here, but its exact location is a great mystery to all. The whole... Oh, really? Well, only the governor was... It's just one more reason. I assume you mean pieces of 8? That's the currency we trade in here on Malay Island. The cook could have been persuaded to take you on, but he's already hired himself a new... Well, I'm sure if you keep your eyes peeled, you'll spot a few stray... Of course, a real pirate would notice more nefarious up...
Back again? You're persistent, I'll give you that. Decided to chance your luck with the governor's guards, eh? Head up, through town? You might think so. But the fact of the matter is that the guards will... Now, I don't know where you...
Да я это
You
проходил.
mean purveyors of tea, silks, that's all. The pirates gotta eat, though, so... Ha, what do I look if you're peckish and low... Each of us underwent the 3 trials, but since you ask, that's why we took them. Well, there's no need to be like that about it. Ah, pay him no heed, or he'll talk your ear off all night. Claims to only when he starts up. He claims it's the best he can do.
Back so soon? You've plenty of questions. They say the name Scum comes... Some called him a genius. Others who can say... Test by which a pirate might prove themselves. Trouble was, once word began to spread about that we did. Eventually, nobody... He may not look it, but Governor Threepwood has the... And when it comes to his skill with a blade, his... Aye, that's a devastating witticism. Elaine Morley was her name. Back before she became Mrs. Elaine, she was a fine... That's putting it mildly. With needless to say that... but...
Так, ладно, что мне надо сделать-то?
Aye. 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 You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning height, not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Sorry, but on some topics I just get carried away. Come to share a table with me? How about sharing some grog, eh? Hands off! That key's for official town business only.
What are you looking at me for? I think you just did. So what brings you? Well, I bet I can guess who. All the tourists these days, they only... Well, too bad for you. The governor is a busy fellow. You could try and make an appointment with one of his guards, but I wouldn't... This is actually a quiet night. Business is booming. Most days you cannot move for people telling stories, singing Listen, if I get started, we will be here for hours. All you need to know about the governor is that he is the greatest pirate who ever lived. Crews come from all across the Caribbean just for a chance if you want to know more. This does not sound like somewhere I have been. I mostly stick to the trial. Well, almost everywhere. They say you cannot get to Monkey Island just by charting a course. Unless, maybe. I would say you probably hit your head on the door when you walked in. It does not matter where you're from. Nobody here will respect you unless the governor respects you. I'm sorry. It is just how it is. A drink? Well, you could wait for the cook to notice you, but that could take all. He has been rushed off his feet ever since word got out about the legend of Monkey Island and these pirate wannabes. He is convinced if he can find the right combination. Well, I heard he'd hired an assistant, but... Anyway, if you...
Короче, надо к повару идти.
Hey, you shouldn't be back here because it's the rules, that's why. Customers stay out front where they can't mess everything up. Oh, right. Well, I guess you can look around. I want something fiery and hearty. Tough, yet tender. Too bad I'm still missing one of the ingredients. Meat stew. When I can find the time to spice the meat, chop the veg, and add this special ingredient like I was told. Sure enough, the lady from the Mojo shop stopped by before the governor's guards closed her down with a box of root beer sprinkles. She told me to add them to the grog and anything I cook to provide us all protection against insidious supernatural threats. Don't know why, but I hate to see good grub go to waste, and they don't taste half bad, so into the cooking pot with them. Can't help you there. I've just hired a new assistant, and they should be starting today. Don't know what the delay is all about, but I hope they remember to pick up their uniform from the general store. Of course it matters. Cooking's a messy business, and you need to look as soon as they arrive. I'm going on my break. Yeah, in the barrel. But don't think you can just go helping yourself. It's the expensive, extra strong governor. I got a batch of it in stock in case the legend of Monkey Island ever stops by for a drink. But you need a strong stomach for the stuff. Or...
Здравствуйте, кто зашел?
Hey, don't touch that.
Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте. Как дела?
Нормально.
Хорошо. Что делаешь?
Играю.
Чё?
Thieves.
Thieves.
Угу.
Про этих пиратов.
Угу.
Sorry, but these items here, hey, it's not my fault these Legend of Monkey Island action figures
А
are hot property.
эту тоже
My
про
latest
пиратов,
shipment
которые
got sunk
играли.
down at the dock. Oh,
Всё
then you
прошел.
need an exclusive
Нет.
Legend of Monkey Island. But I can tell just by looking at. Tell you what, if you.
Ну да потом. Когда все будут.
Я прошел.
Молодец.
Демка.
Oh, those poor doggies. I can't help it. There's just some...
За 2 дня там, кажется. Ну, она маленькая.
The governor's guard dogs get tormented by the guards, you see. They've lost... I bet if they scarfed down a hearty meal, they'd soon be back to their nasty old selves. Of course we do. My favorite is the old... What you do, see, you wait for your shipmate to get distracted. Then you pour some grog from your tankard. They'll be snoring before you know it. That's when you sneak away and leave them to foot the bill.
Пу-пу-ру-пу-пум. О, скелеты.
Wait just a second. By order of the governor, a mischievous potion. That means this shop is permanently closed for business.
I don't think so, stranger. This ain't Wally's Duff Map shop no more, and that means... And since I don't see no uniform, and you also look like you're alive, I'm thinking...
Ahoy there, fancy pants. Now that's a special order. Some kind of cook uniform for the scum bar. Probably just a big apron and a silly...
Угу. Мне нужны бабосики.
Hey, you shouldn't be... Can't help you there. I've just hired... Don't know what the delay's all about. But of course it matters. As soon as they arrive, I'm going on my break. Yeah, in the barrel. But I got a batch of... But you need a...
Так, в этой одежде, значит, меня не пускают. Ну ладно. Keep going.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Want to see something hilarious? There's a pack of piranha poodles in this alley that can't stand the sound of this thing. Watch. Oh, what's the matter? Can't you reach your lovely bony dindins? All right, that's enough, you mangy mutts. Go lay down. I said that's enough. We guard the governor now, not you pathetic pooches. So get used to it. Now move along and don't start any trouble. I'm on break.
Перекурю.
Hey, get your own snacks, you thieving pirate wannabe. Those will burn a hole in your tongue.
Жадный какой я попал.
Are you a visitor? It's been so long. Oh, there was a little misunderstanding after I came back from Monkey Island. I came in a little, but it wasn't my fault. You ever try to sail a galleon crewed entirely by monkeys? They emptied out my bananas, ran off. Sure have. But it's okay. I'm good friends with the... I'm sure he'll be along to let... And it's not like I'm alone. Where? Oh, no. That's Captain Coco. He was my first mate on our journey back...
Hello.
Oh, it's simple. Captain Coco and I met back when I was stranded. Our monkey... And we've been inseparable. Hey! I don't know... That would be great! But I don't know how you would. The sheriff has all the keys, and I haven't seen him since the governor... I don't know, Otis. Those locks look pretty rusty. I bet you could blow them wide open. That is a great idea. Captain Coco, you are a certified... Oh, shucks. You say the nicest. Good luck.
И чего? Так, молоток.
And where do you think you're going? Yeah, you and everyone else on the island. The governor's man. If you can't show me some...
Ahoy there, fancy pants. Now that's a special order. Some kind of cook uniform for the scum bar. Probably just a big apron and a...
Так, у меня, значит, не хватает.
That's the mighty pirate sword used by the legend of Monkey Island. Well, it's a deluxe. I got some fresh stock coming in. Eventually. Those are fuses. You just put one end in something explosive, you set...
Угу.
Where's that blasted cook? Me crew and I are part...
Leave me be. I'm too thirsty for small talk.
Hey, you leave that skull alone. He's got a job to do.
Hey, you shouldn't be. Can't help you there. I've just hired. Don't know what the delay is all about, but I hope they remember to pick up their uniform. Of course, it matters. As soon as they arrive, I'm.
Блин, ребусков, да? На испытательном сроке.
Come to share a table with me? How about, hands off! That key's for official town business only.
Так, а где бабки-то брать? Опа, песо нашел.
Yikes! Don't sneak up on me like that. My job, that's what. I'm the official lookout of Melee Island. Appointed. It's my job to keep an eye out for storms, incoming ships, and so on, and report that your ship. No offense, but that's barely a rowboat compared to the sea monkey. I don't so much care for chatting with the folks in town. Most of them just sit around. I'd just as soon tend them a fire and stay out of trouble. But if you're looking for excitement, you should stop by the Scum Bar. Here's a little free advice, though, chum. Stay out of the way of the governor's guards. No, I know they may... You what? A ship, you say? Ooh, this could be serious. Well, whoever it was, they're gone now. Guess I'll keep my eyes open.
И все, что ли? Поговорил, значит. О, что случилось?
Ahoy there, fancy pants. Keep your hands off the display cases. I just polished them. Oh, so you're the new cook for the Scum Bar. Nice job burning down that cargo ship. Well, the costume was never paid for, so if you still have a job to go to, you'll need to settle the bill. Now, you best hurry before... there's a chest over there you can use to change clothes. Free of charge for paying customers. What? Turn my back so you can pocket whatever's in my safe? Whew, you must think I was born yesterday. Now, that's a special order. Some kind of cook uniform for the Scum Bar. Probably just a big apron. Those are fuses. You just put one end in something explosive, you set fire to the other end, and you put your fingers in your ears. Try not to blow yourself up, fancy pants.
That's fresh stock. A history.
What business do you have with us now? Speak up and be quick about it.
I am Murray, the demonic talking skull. All pirates hear my name and tremble.
Ha! Pay no attention to that blowhard. He left his marauding days behind.
At least I can remember my own name, not like some other skull. And one day I shall return to the waves.
Sure you will. But for now, we telling jokes, hurling vile insults at...
I'm just here for the insults. You stink, ugly.
We're still workshopping some of our material.
I am no mere decoration. We are the esteemed skulls of scum. Stars of the most disreputable...
Aye, this be a place so foul. Even the roaches have...
And half the customers will run you through just for the fun of it.
In all my centuries, I've never found a better place to hang...
Oh, don't you dare start blubbering. You can be so...
Well, maybe that holds true somewhere like the Sea of Thieves. But pirates in these parts hold themselves... Time was. You could earn the approval of the pirate leaders here by completing their 3... But that was then, and this is now. The only way they'll respect...
Good luck with that. Threepwood's not set foot out of...
Of course. What could happen to the legend of Monkey Island?
And if you ask me, Threepwood's gotten himself locked...
Just ignore him. If anyone knows how to meet the governor, it'll be that... Aye, that they be. They've got their own pirate lord nowadays. And his name...
I told you not to use his name. It gives me a toothache.
You'll have to forgive Murray. He and the governor had a falling out a while back. Something to do...
Missing, it was an act of theft and wanton dismemberment, and one day I shall exact my demonic vengeance. Of course, these gullible fools may think of him as a legend, but however, the customers and I have formed an eternal bond. They will never let...
Так, и что мне делать-то?
Back so soon? You've plenty of...
Нахера мне молоток?
Hey, you shouldn't be back. Can't help you there. I don't know what the delay is all about. Of course it matters. As soon as they arrive, I'm... Yeah, in the barrel. But...
Так, что сделать-то?
Leave me be. I'm too thirsty for...
Ahoy there, stranger. New in town?
Так, это не то же. Штормит немного.
Ahoy there, fancy pants. Those are fuses. You just put... Now that's a special order.
motherfucker kicks in like. when that motherfucker kicks in like.
Так, сорян, со стримом надо закругляться.